Hi, everybody. It's Crochet After Dark, but I'm not crocheting tonight. Well, not right now. I'm hopefully going to be able to figure out how to do part of this video, pause it, and then do something different in the other part of the video. Told y'all last night about the little Christmas trees I needed to put together. So I've just now started. And this is what they're going to look like. I don't know what the lighting is going to look like here or not, but this is my first one, and I thought it looked pretty good. My second one, I did it with cotton yarn. I don't think it looks as good. It's too floppy. So it may end up belonging to me. I don't know. I may need to make more layers on my tree with it. So, hey, Jackson, this is not a good time, Bubba. Not a good time. No, you need to go on. So I thought I would, I think y'all can see my hands, and I was going to try to put one together while y'all watched and while I talked my way through it. It's not hard, but it also is really rather tedious. I will tell you that. So I'm going to tell the woman who came up with the idea, next year we got to have something easier. I think she has already found or something easier. Okay, so the way I'm doing this, I have this little pointed toothpick. Let me get it up here. Actually, what I'm using it's a Christmas pick and I bought these. They were on sale today at Hobby Lobby. All the Christmas stuff, and I'm just using scissors and popping the top of that Christmas tree off because these are just about exactly the right length. Okay, so I'm going to tilt you down a little bit more. So when you make these, you start out, I'm putting the good side out, and you just start kind of coiling it like it's a snake. And you decide how long that bottom layer is going to be. For me, that looks pretty good. I aim for the middle. I eyeball it. I don't do anything wonderful, and I don't worry about splitting the stitches. So when my toothpick goes through, then it's time for me to get a bead. I have one sitting out here. Okay, so I slide a bead on. I tried it with 2 beads, which I really think looked better. I have 2 beads, but it ends up being too thick for my little thingamajigger here. So I'm going to push that down some. This is all trial and error, y'all. And I want to figure out how big my next layer is going to be. May not be. There we go. I'm going to scooch up like that. And I think I'll go through right about there. This is killing my back, by the way. I have moved over to my dog grooming table. That's what I'm working at right now. I had a bunch of stuff just stored on it. So I came over here and cleaned it off because I needed a larger space than what I usually work from to do the little trees. So here we go. All right, so now I've got, you see I've got the little thing done. So now I'm going to work my way in a little bit and find a space to squish through. I'm going to snag. I've got beads sitting up here. Yeah, y'all can see them. I have these Christmas colored beads, so I'm just kind of randomly choosing them, putting them on. And I keep telling myself, these are for children. Don't get too carried away. Kids hopefully will love them. We have a few kids at our church that are kind of snotty, but did I say that out loud? But y'all know, sometimes kids can be. I'm trying to avoid the green beads because I don't think they show up very well. So I've been using silver, red, and gold. And now I'm going to stick this little layer on. You aim for 5 beads on it. I'm going to put that in there. push everything up a little bit. And then I'm going to fold. This one is going to really fold over just right at the top. Again, trial and error. No right or wrong to this. I don't believe. I'm convinced there's no right or wrong to it. And I'm going to slide my little red bead on at the top. And I probably could have done a better job with my coiling, but, you know, that it is what it is. And I bought these little, they remind me of campfire beads. I don't know if you can see that very well. You might be able to see the light colored one better. I can't figure out where my hand is at. So I've just been sliding these on, and you have to use some hot glue to keep them on. One video that we watched, people did this all with yarn. They put these little suckers on with yarn, and that was very tedious trying to get that done, I will say. And so one time when I wasn't at crochet, the lady said, why don't we just use these sticks and then we will glue the beads top and bottom and everything will be okay. This tree's kind of short and squatty, but it will do. It makes me happy. Oh, I've got hot glue on my hand and now it's all stuck on the tree. All right, so I have 3 trees done. Whoop, whoop. Got hot glue everywhere. I'm just using a cutting pad on top of my grooming table, mostly because the grooming table is rough on top and it will just, it's not easy to work on. And once I think that the hot glue is dry enough, I have just a container over here. Can y'all see that? Rubbermaid container. I'm going to put them in that and drop them in and they'll be ready for tomorrow. So I have 3 made. My cotton yarn ones, I'm going to try to make them look a little bit better when I do the rest of them. But my acrylic ones they seem to be standing up a little bit better. I'm going to let this one, let the glue set on it. Okay, so that's where I'm at with the Christmas tree legs, Christmas tree whatevers that you call them. Not a hard task, but a little bit tedious. And in standing up to do it while I try to film this for y'all, it's a little bit backbreaking, but hey, you know, nobody ever said that internet fame was going to be easy, right? Ha ha ha. I don't know if any of y'all watch the videos. I see them on Facebook with Felix. They're from Felix, Bella, and Willow. That's the name of the channel. Felix, Bella, and Willow are 3 cats. Bella, unfortunately, has passed away. But Felix and Willow get up to some hijinks, particularly Felix. And at the end of the videos, Felix always says, ha ha ha. And I sort of feel like, ha ha ha, at this point. All right, I'm going to try to figure out, ouch, I just burned myself on the hot glue gun. Is there a way I can pause this? I don't know. There's bound to be. I don't want to end. Oh, there's a pause button right there. Okay, I'm going to pause, y'all, and I will be back in just a little while. Dangerous game, you know. Okay, guys. I think I'm back. Had to turn my phone off. I was watching a video about serial killers. Wonderful thing. Okay, so showed you my little Christmas trees. And now I'm going to show you a yarn haul. I was really a bad girl today. Or a good girl, depending on which way you want to look at it in terms of yarn hauls. Hello, baby girl. Here comes Can. As Miss Elizabeth says, this is one of my co-stars. Just in case I didn't mention it earlier, this is Crochet After Dark, and I am feeling the full effects of my ADHD self. I'm self-diagnosed. I don't know if I really have it, but the way my brain works, I think I must. Um, Happy to have you here at Crochet After Dark, and very happy for all of my subscribers. I'm so pleased that so many of you have hit the subscribe button, and I would ask any of you who are new or haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so. It gives me a big kick. 53 subscribers when I last checked. So I don't even know what to set as a goal for the end of December. I think it must be my co-stars. That's why people show up, not me. It's the co-stars. Okay, you're gonna have to move because I need my hands. Okay, so as I was trying to set up over on my grooming table to do the little grooming, the little Christmas trees, I found sitting next to the table, I found 4 little skeins of yarn still in the packaging from Knit Picks. You've got to go. I had opened it, but I had not done anything with it. No can. You got to go. I have 4 skeins of Shine Sport Weight yarn. This is a yarn that is 60% Pima cotton and 40% modal. I'm not sure what that is. It sounds like it's probably something that's a little bit stretchy. I have 4 colors. I'm trying to get all of them in my hands. I have absolutely no idea what these were bought for. They have probably been there since 2021, maybe. And other than being a little dusty, they seem to be in great shape. The dark one here, this is coffee. This one is one of my favorite colors in the world, and I can't find the name of it suddenly. Don't know what it is. Sweet potato. That's a pretty good description of it. This one is called, okay, where did I find the name on there? Not a clue. Some sort of teal. Reef. That's what this one is. And then this one is just called cream. I'm thinking maybe they would make some pretty little coasters. There's not very much in any of the skeins. So that was an unexpected haul that I got. Craziness. Just craziness. We made a trip to Hobby Lobby today. We went shopping today, my sister and I, looking for Christmas gifts for my great niece, who is very difficult to buy for at her age. She's not into girly stuff, and I don't even know what she's into. Tomorrow, I had asked if she was going to go help me at church, and the response was, no, I'm baking bread with Pop. That's her grandfather. So they dabble in the sourdough. So they're going to bake bread tomorrow. Anyway, when we went to Hobby Lobby, I bought this pretty navy tweed. Y'all can see that pretty well on there. I am being attacked by co-stars. And I don't know that the pattern that's included on it, it shows a picture of a sweater. I don't know that that's what I would like to do with this, but I bought enough of it to make some kind of wearable, because I love navy blue and I love this tweedy effect that this has. So we'll see. I don't know how long this will sit in my stash until I do something with it, but I did purchase enough to make a sweater. I also, because I'm just off in this crazy land where I'm trying all sorts of stuff, and I'm missing a skein of yarn. It's probably in the back of my sister's car. It probably fell out of the bag, but I got some of this Scrubology 2.0. It's orange. It's way orange oranger than what it's showing up on the screen. But I thought it was pretty, and I have long wanted to make some little scrubbies that like people could use on dishes or pots and pans. So I'm going to try that, see what happens with it. This is another Scrubology. It's called Scrub It in the color Aqua. And it is, I don't even know what you call this. I know there's a name for the type of yarn it is, but it reminds me of the yarn that comes in a Woobles kit. Yes, I have spent my money on one of those, but it's scratchy. So, it is reminiscent of that to me. Come on, Max. I've got room up here. Come on. Come get on the bed. Come get on the couch. I want to go to bed. That's what I want to do. Also, while we were at Hobby Lobby, because I'm always wanting to try new crochet hooks, and I have never heard anybody talk about these. I don't know. I have a feeling they're made for Hobby Lobby by somebody else. I'm going to pop one of them out of the packaging if I can. If I can do it real quick without wasting a lot of time. Let me just rip the packaging up. These are the Yarnology crochet hooks. This one is a 5.5 or an I. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I'm going to try it out. It has kind of a ridged grip right here. I don't know if you can see that, if you can tell the light. I've got so many lights on in here. It's probably too light. But I don't know how that's going to feel to my thumb, using it to do the scooping and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to try them out. I bought a 5.5, a 6. I don't know why. Something I was thinking I needed a 6 for, and then a 5mm. The 5 and the 5.5 I use a lot, so it doesn't hurt to have extras. That was what I thought. Anyway, I wanted extras. We also went to the Dollar Tree, or a Dollar Tree. Our Dollar Tree here in our little town is really, I don't even know how to describe it. When you go into it, it's like walking into a place where a bomb went off. It is just such a mess. But I always hear about people going to Dollar Tree and getting the smaller skeins of Premier yarns. And so I wanted to go and check it out. My hands are freezing. So I'll be rubbing them a lot and clasping them together. But I went in there, and lo and behold, they had some yarn. And I got the Just Chenille. I got it in a bunch of colors. This is a yellow. It's probably just called it. It's called lemon. I got crimson. Thought that was really pretty. Again, this is not showing up true. That looks kind of orange to me when I'm looking at it. But it is red. I got, clearly this is one of my favorite colors. I got aqua. Y'all can tell that. I got a black one. That one is going to be rough on the eyes. I'll probably have to sit outside in the sunshine so that I can see. I also got me some lavender soap and a thank you card. Let's see. And some more hair elastics. I got a brown. It's a real pretty brown. It's called Coco. Not spelled the same as my kitty cat. Her name is Coco, like Coco Chanel, because she's so beautiful, like Coco Chanel. And she wears her Coco Chanel suit so well. And then I got an orange. Again, not showing up true to color at all. It's a really bright orange, not that kind of washed out color. And then I got a plum color. This is called Iris. To me, it looks more like plum, but they called it Iris. I'll go with that. And I'm not throwing things on the floor. I have a little basket. I bought a basket to keep stuff in. And then I got these two that are, I guess these are Tweety. I don't know what you would call these. They call them just Chenille Medley. But this one is a blue. It's called navy. That's original. And then this one is called burgundy. Again, very original. So I'm going to make some scrunchies out of these or something. I don't know what. That was my Dollar Tree haul. Oh, and I got a black one. It's rolling around over here on the couch next to me. So that was the Dollar Tree haul. All right, come on. Come get up here. Come on. Everybody wants to see your beautiful face. Get up here. He's going to show us his behind instead. Here's Maisie, the kitty that she sometimes just pops her head in. But there she is. And here's my Maxwell, my handsome little boy. He got a new sweater today because I went to PetSmart too. So he got a new sweater. Well, it's going to be cold later this week. Like Sunday night and Monday are going to be cold. So he had to have something warm to wear. And it was on sale. Thank you. I love you too. Okay. And then when I got home, wasn't expecting this to be on my front porch, but I had a big bag from Hobie that is already partially torn open here. So I'm just going to tear it open here. This is, I had already forgotten what I bought. Bought a lot of velvet yarns, almost all velvet yarns. And I wanted to try a bunch of different ones. So we'll see what the difference is in them. This one is called, it's Toucan is the name of the type of yarn that it is. And this is color, blah, blah, blah. Maybe Toucan is the name of the color. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know what it is. But I thought this was pretty. Could be color 17. That could be what they call it. I don't know. But I thought this was pretty. This one is showing up pretty accurately on the screen. Real pretty, kind of light color. This one is also a Toucan yarn. I wish they put the colors on there. I'm pretty sure when I picked them out that they had color names. Another brown. You see, I bought brown and kind of that same color today already. And then the baby snuggle, again, no color name on it. I've never known Hobie not to put color names on the packaging. That's so odd, but it's another purple, kind of like the other one that was called Iris. I am missing a whole bag of yarn from Hobby Lobby. It has to be in my sister's car. No, it doesn't. I know exactly where it is. I'll pause y'all again and go pick it up. Because it has, I was like, I bought some stuff that looked different at Hobby Lobby. Another one of the Toucan, this is not showing up. It's a really pretty, kind of hot pink, if you will. I think it's very, very lovely. Baby Snuggle again, a real pretty, I don't even know what I'll call this. I guess it's a royal blue, light royal blue. I went haywire. Can you tell that stuff was on sale and I saved enough that even paying the tariff, it didn't cost me. Let me get this right. The cost of the tariff was offset by the sale and I still saved some money. A deep purple here. Hey, I'm sorry, Max. I don't think then I got this color. This is another baby snuggle, another baby snuggle. This is not brown. This is a kind of crimson color, if you will, just a teal here. Max and I are being inundated with the yarn over here. Sort of a slate blue. My gosh, how much did I order? brown. Really am running out of room. I'm going to put this down here. Now it all rolled up behind me. And then I got these two, which are Tweety in nature. You can't hardly tell it on the purple, but it has the little Tweety things in it. And then this dark green has the Tweety stuff. I thought those would be pretty made up. And these are called Honey Bunny Candy. Yes, that's what they both are. Honey Bunny Candy. These are all yarns I have never, ever used before. What is, oh, I got some kind of discount off my next purchase. They sent me 2 of them. Those over there. That would be nice. And then, oh, gosh, then they sent other stuff in another little package. This, we'll see what this is like. I'll show that to you in just a minute. I have no idea what this is. Let's open it up and see. Okay. What? Oh no, those are in an order I haven't placed. So what is this? This is a little, I'm a sucker for a little case. And this is a little case like you can put, what are those things called? Stitch markers, or you can put your darning needles in it or something like that. So that's kind of cute. I thought I might give this to a friend at Christmas because we're both crocheters. She crochets and knits, and she tats, and she spins and she weaves. She does everything. I call her my Tom Sawyer because when she wants to learn something new, she tells me about it. She says, when we both learned to knit together at the same time, and she's much better at it than I am. But she said, I think I want to learn to knit. And I said, oh, that sounds cool. And I said something stupid, probably like, oh, yeah, I've thought about knitting before, too. And then she said, oh, that's great, because I've already booked us a class. Like, all right, Tom, thanks a lot. But she also got me into spinning because she said, I think I want to learn to spin. And I was like, okay, sounds fine. And she found a place where we could, we learned to spin from some other ladies who spin. We went to like a place where they sort of recreate the old days. And so we went there and we learned to spin, and she learned to weave there. I have tried weaving and I just do not have the patience for it. The whole warping of the loom, and I'm just like, and I'm out because this is taking much too long. And if you let go of it, if it goes popping off when it shouldn't pop off, you're in trouble. Okay, because I'm a sucker for the crochet hooks, I bought another set of crochet hooks. So I buy some at Hobby Lobby today, and I come home and I have, because I'd forgotten what I ordered from Hobby. It's been so long ago. And I ordered them because they were pretty. This pretty blue set of hooks. They're called Cosmo. I have no idea. They could be as awful as the hooks that I got from Shein. I can already say that one thing that I notice about them, just pulled out the 4.5 here. They have a very short handle. So they might cause some hand fatigue. I don't know. I think I just have a kind of medium-sized hand, but I do like the dots hooks because they are a little bit longer than the palm of my hand is. But these are pretty nonetheless. I'll try them out, let y'all know what I think of them. Maybe I'll give y'all a hook review of these, and I'll try some more with those red hooks and the Hobby Lobby hooks. But it's a nice case, and you know, I could always jettison the hooks and put other hooks in here, so that's not a problem. Okay, I want to try to pause you again and come back and show you something else. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I thought I'd show you Max's cute little sweater. It's got Mickey Mouse on it. And I had to choose between a medium and a large. And there's not a lot of, it doesn't seem like it is as stretchy as I would have liked it. But this one, the large, seemed like it would stretch. Max is a little chubby. And he also has on one side, he's got a rather large fatty tumor. And it's nothing to worry about. It's just a lipoma. And sometimes if a sweater is tight and doesn't have a lot of give, I think it's uncomfortable for him. I don't know. He's weird. He doesn't like to put his sweater on. I'm sorry, I'm sitting on yarn. Got to move it. Doesn't like to put a sweater on. But then once it's on him, when it's cold, he doesn't like to take it off either. He's like, no, put the sweater back on me, Mom. I don't want to get cold. All right, so I found my other scrubby yarn here. This is called Scrubology Cotton. I think I may have tried to crochet with this stuff before, and it was sort of a pain in the rear end, but I'm going to try it again. I'm feeling so confident in my crochet skills. It's like nothing is going to hold me back. But I thought for just some little Christmas gifts, like I've mentioned, my sister and brother-in-law and I, we don't exchange gifts anymore because we all have expensive hobbies, and we just, whatever we want for our hobby, we go get it. And we don't ask others to get it. It's very difficult to say to my sister, here are the yarns that I want, go order them from Premier or Hobie or whoever, because she doesn't crochet or knit. She doesn't know much about the yarn. Likewise, my brother-in-law, I think I mentioned this before in another video, he turns bowls. He has a big lathe, and he makes bowls. He makes various things that are like that. He's made like a really pretty shallow bowl that we use to put, if we're having fancy dinner like Thanksgiving or Christmas, we put a towel in it, a pretty towel, and then put the bread in there for the meal, for instance. And here, I'll show you something. This is something he just knocked together fairly quickly for me one day. I've got the yarn for Annie's sweater on this, but I had mentioned that, I had seen one of these somewhere, probably in a magazine or something. I said, it's just a spindle, and you put your yarn on it. And if you're coming from the outside of the skein, like this one rolled, then it keeps your skein together. And so he looked at the picture that I showed him, and I have two of these. This is the larger one. It has a larger spindle point on it. And he just, he turned the bottom of this on his lathe. He turned all of it on his lathe. As a matter of fact, just out of a piece of wood, probably some scrap wood that he had from when he had made a bowl. So, if I tell him about things like that, he's made me some yarn bowls. I don't know where I have put them. I'm going to have to do a search for those. But I also have some other little bowls that he's made for me. So they're very nice. Anyway, I keep telling him he should sell these. I wanted some sparkly velvet yarn, and I found it at Hobby Lobby. So I got a dark green sparkle. Well, that does show up nice, doesn't it? You can see the sparkly. Got a purple sparkle. I did not go as haywire with these as I did with the ones from the Dollar Tree and from Hobie. And then I got a red one and a navy one. So this one, the ball band is trying to come off of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to smoosh it back on. These never pull from the center anyway, so I don't know why I'm worrying about it. So I'm kind of looking forward to making some scrunchies with those. I think they'll be very pretty. I wish I'd gotten started on this earlier because, like people might want red and green for the holidays, but oh well. this is the story of my life, a day late and a dollar short. But this was a significant yarn haul today. Hadn't planned it to be, but it ended up being quite a big one. And I'm now so tickled that I have more toys to play with. It's not even funny. So I'll be in the next videos. You probably see me making scrunchies with some of this stuff. We're trying to make dishcloths, dish rags, I guess. It seems so awful to use a term like that, but dish rag could be a good one out of some of the scrubby stuff. So I've got a lot of crocheting to do, which is very exciting, I think. I just noticed that something's been knocked down off my mantle, and that means that one of the cats has tried to get on the mantle. And that stresses me out because I have breakable things up there that I would really prefer they not break. But life with the felines, all the feline crew has left. And that makes me a little nervous because I don't know what they're doing. But I'll find out. I hear them. Yes, I hear them, but I don't know what they're doing. Little toots that they are. Well, this is my second day of not working on Franny's sweater. I better get to hooking on it tomorrow. After I get home tomorrow from our little half a day kitty session at the church, I'll get started on trying to do that ribbing because it is going to get cold. I'm going to have to meet up with her mom and give her the sweater so that Franny might be a little bit warmer during our cold weather. I know some of y'all laugh at me about our cold weather. It's going to get down below freezing, which for us is a really big deal. If any of you live on the Gulf Coast, you know it's a really big deal. And that is the Gulf of, what used to be the Gulf of Mexico. And that's what I still call it. So that's the way it goes. We won't get into any political talk. All right. Well, I have enjoyed bending your ear for quite some time tonight. Didn't do any crocheting with you, but showed you lots of crochet yarn that I've got and told you about some of the plans I have for it. So tomorrow night, don't know what we'll do for tomorrow. Will be day 13 of Vlogmas. We are halfway to Christmas. Yikes, that's scary. I still have a few things to pick up before Christmas. So I'll have to make a list because otherwise I won't remember. Well, it's been fun, folks. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And until then, as some people say, happy hooking and enjoy yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.